FPV NAB 2015 Yuneec drones. You saw us talk to them over at CES. The cage is up, the birds flying around, and 4K. So the first thing, let's just talk to Craig and find out all of the fun stuff that's going on with Yuneec. Hey Craig, first, how's Vegas treating you?
It's been good, man. It's been a really great show. We started the day strong yesterday, and as you can see, we have a nice big crowd gathered around. It hasn't slowed down since we've been here.
Well, you have a great product, so we could see why. So let's just dive into it.
Okay, so what we got here, this is our newest Typhoon Q500 4K. It basically, the platform, the bird, or the aircraft is the same aircraft as the original Q500. What has changed here is the camera and the diagnostics of the camera. Everything else is actually the same, except for with this 4K version, what we've done is the badass gunmetal gray on black.
And it looks so good.
So sick, right?
Exactly.
Like, it's insane. But everything about this aircraft is exactly the same as the original Q500, okay? But the camera system is where we've upgraded. So what we have here is we have the Seago 4K, which is actually the Seago 3. And what it is you're getting a 4K capability. You're gonna get raw video images, raw picture images. You also can shoot from 120 frames a second all the way down to 30 frames a second.
Oh, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm shooting 4K,
yes.
Am I going to be able to go all the way up to 60p, or am I going to be 24, 30 area?
I would probably be around the 30 area. Unless you're going to burn some serious, you go through like 120 gigabyte SD card, quick.
Oh, that's our 4K baby, so I know how quick we go through media.
So that's basically the bottom line on that. But you know, this camera is producing the most quality images we've seen so far yet on everything that we do here at Yuneec.
Well, our San Diego team has a Q500.
Yes,
they have the HD.
Yes.
So we're going to be seeing some great video from that. Let me ask a question. Let's say I was an early adopter, had the Q500, the HD.
Right.
Is there a way we could do a simple camera swap and jump to 4K?
All the camera equipment is totally integratable with the original Q500 that came out.
So there you go. If you have a Q500 and you want to jump to 4K, it's not you have to buy a new bird and you're laying out $1,000 or more. No. You're just doing this camera swap, minimal price,
and
same technology.
What we're doing is we're building an upgrade program for those existing customers, which will be a nice, instead of having to go out and just buy it brand new, like a full price thing, for those customers that feel like, oh, you know, like you guys dropped this, you know, in December and now it's February and it's April and you're dropping a new product, like, oh, we should have waited. No, we want to tell them, be patient. We're building a system for this and you guys will all be taken care of.
You know, that's great because I have a product from another company and I was exactly that guy. I bought a version and literally 3 or 4 months later, something else came and I was like, man, if I knew, I would have held on to my money for another month or two.
Right, and you know, with the technology and how fast it's developed, it just seemed like NAB was the perfect place and opportunity for us to like come ahead and bring these products and show them. And then, you know, within the next couple of weeks, they'll start shipping. But to those people, I just want to reassure you all that if you have an original Q500, there is going to be a program set in place very soon that will take care of you so that you are not paying full goal on this.
Now, release date, we're hearing it's a couple weeks out. We don't have a definite date.
No, not a definite date.
Right down there is the link to Yuneec. You go to their website, you'll know exactly when it comes out.
Or you can check our Facebook page, which is Yuneec. It's www.facebook.com, Yuneec APV. And you can go there and we answer all the questions on there as well.
And we're going to have a link right to that. So either link, click it, you're right there.
Check us out on any social media platform. We're in Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Our YouTube channel is blowing up. You got to check that out.
Oh, it definitely is. Now, price point. Do we have a price point on the 4K?
I'm going to warmly or softly quote this price point. What I've been told, and this isn't 100% sure, but what we're looking at on this is $1,500.
$1,500, you're shooting it in 4K. You saw the specs, but I'll get into it again. This bird doesn't just only connect with U.S. satellites, you connect with the Russian satellites.
Yes, we do.
You're connecting with everybody, so you're not locked on to one or two. You're going to get a signal anywhere.
The average satellites that we get while flying in Southern California is anywhere between 8 and 12.
Also, it has the software where it will follow you. So if you're in a car, you're in a boat, you're doing that video shot where you need a bird to follow you where you're going, it will do this.
And let's talk a little bit more about there's another upgrade even more extensive than that follow.
Please tell me, because obviously I don't know.
So on all the new models, the Q500 Plus and the Q500 4K, what we have is now a sensor in the camera that will follow the person who they're shooting and keep them in frame at all times. If I go to the right, it goes to the right. If I go to the left, it goes to the left.
Oh, now there you go.
Pretty insane. It's a sensor in the camera that detects movement on the person that's being followed.
See, now, how could you ask more for that? You know, when we first started doing this, we have some friends, the Chimps notably, they did a video right away. They said, hey, we need a drone for it. You're a band, and you're going to do an aerial thing, and to have a camera that syncs on you, that's going to follow your movements, you're really not asking for anything, simpler than that. It makes your pilot's life easy.
Yep.
You're getting that perfect locked-on shot,
yep.
And the perspectives you get with the Yuneec drone, it's one-of-a-kind stuff.
Yeah, it is, definitely. This is the easiest flying aerial and ground imaging solution on the market right now. If my 10-year-old daughter can go outside and fly this all by herself for 20 minutes and then come back, I know that that's the truth.
You know, and there you go. Simple, easy to use.
But affectionate, or efficient, and also a lot of fun.
Exactly. On top of the high quality video imaging you're going to get. I could say as a drone user, there's many days it's not windy out. I just fly to fly because I have fun flying it. And that's something you're going to enjoy. But again, when you're using a drone, common sense is the key.
Stay away from airports.
Yeah, stay away from airports.
Stay away from big, tall buildings.
Stay away from crowds. If you're,
Don't fly on the strip.
There is a great video that BUZZTV has flying above the strip, but this is before they actually had software and the regulations. But we also knew where we were. We're not in a flight path, so we were at the strip. We won't do it again, but again, we're smart enough to know where the flight path was. Again, we live here. But seriously.
Hey, do you think you can pull any strings that we can fly through Fremont Street?
Oh, I definitely could get you a string like that.
That would be amazing.
We'll set that up for this week, and I'm pretty sure since you're in town, I know people very well. In fact, I'm shooting over.
I'm sure you know people.
I'm shooting at one of the clubs there tonight, so I will bring that up as we
find out and then let me know, because I'd love to have the opportunity to do that.
No, we'll definitely get that locked in.
That could be exclusive BUZZTV footage.
That's why we're going to do it. We're going to get the exclusive in there and give it to Yuneec, because you'll see it on that YouTube site.
Yep, you will.
So you see the Q500 in air. You see the 4K down here. You know what they got. You see the footage. So all we could say is get to that website, click that Buy It Now button. Yep. But for myself, for Craig, for Yuneec Drones, NAB 2015, B-Rad and BUZZTV. We're out of here, guys. See ya. B-Rad here, BUZZTV, NAB 2015. And we're at one of the best places we love to be. We're at JVC. Now, you know all about JVC. We've been using their 3D camera for years. And again, there's that lovely tagline, because if it's 3D, it's JVC. But we've gotten into 4K. We're here with Dave, and we're going to discuss the new 4K stuff JVC has. So first off, how you doing, Dave?
Hey, a little worn out. First day of the show, you know how it goes.
Oh, I definitely do. Let's talk about the gorgeous stuff JVC has for 4K Professional this year.
Well, it's not our first 4K camcorders. In fact, we had one 3 years ago we introduced, and it was a very early style camera, which had some drawbacks and consequently was not something that a lot of people could use, recorded on 4 memory cards. The whole concept has evolved. 4K is now a reality, and we have 3 new camcorders this year. They each record onto a single memory card at 150 megabits per second, H.264, Ultra HD, 3840 by 2160. Now, the difference in the three cameras, this is the GYLS 300. This is our top of the line model that has a large Super 35 image sensor with interchangeable lenses. That means you can put on big lenses, small lenses, intermediate lenses, anything you might have in your bag can go on this camera. And there's another very interesting feature called variable scan mapping. When you start putting lenses out of your bag onto a camera, you don't know whether or not you're going to get vignetting or not, because the lens might be designed for a different size image sensor. So what we have is a feature called variable scan mapping, which lets you rescan the imager so that it matches the field of view of the lens. You won't get any vignetting, whether you're using a Super 16 millimeter lens, a Super 35 lens, or an MFT lens. So you can put all those different kinds of lenses on this camera. And of course, you may have to use a little adapter to have them go on there, but it's very, very flexible.
I love that. There's nothing better than a user-friendly product. Now let me ask a question, and this is something we deal with a lot. Low light. How's this thing shooting low light?
Well, it does real well because it's a large imager. The bigger the imager, the better the low light performance. It's just a matter of physics. The pixels are larger. Remember, we've been building good low light cameras that have imagers that are only 1/3 inch. Go up to a Super 35 and you got larger pixels, even though you have more of them, and you get better low light performance, better sensitivity. So we have that going for it in a larger sensor. Now the other two cameras are slightly smaller, they're 1/2 inch sensors, so they're not going to be quite as good in low light as this, but again, it all depends on what kind of shooting you do.
Exactly. And if I'm correct, the other two cameras, they are not able to interchange lenses, correct?
Correct. They have fixed lenses, and they're exactly the same camera, except the 170, the least expensive, doesn't have this handle with the XLR connectors. And then there's one other feature that is found on our two better cameras, and that is that they can both stream live video. So you could be doing this interview, for example, and push one button on your camcorder, and you'd be streaming live to the internet without any delay.
That's a big deal, because a lot of stuff we see with streaming, you have that little delay. You have that little gap between audio and video, or that second or two little window. So I do like that.
Well, the delay is really a function of what kind of streaming you're doing. If you're streaming the video you're shooting, you might have a day's delay because you have to take it, put it in your editing system and stream it out. If you're streaming just from the camera right to the internet, depending on the format, it can be anywhere from less than 2 seconds to about 20 seconds delay, because of the type of format you're doing, how much bandwidth you have, how much error correction you need, and whether you have two-way things going on. If you're a news reporter and you have an anchor desk that's asking you questions, you don't want much delay because it looks awkward.
Exactly.
But if you're just streaming a concert, you're not going to have that instant feedback from the other side. A 20-second delay might be better because that allows buffering, which will smooth out the road, so you won't have dropouts in the video.
Exactly, or the choppiness issue from time to time.
Right.
Now, could I ask a question? Do we know price points on this stuff?
Yes, the GYLS 300 less lens has a suggested list price of $43.95. The GYHM 200 with the streaming and with the built-in lens has a suggested list price of $29.95. And then the LS170 without the XLR connectors and the streaming, you're at $21.95. They all have the same 4K recording capability.
That's really, really an amazing thing. I think you guys really nailed some great price points. I know last year 4K was still getting there, meaning everyone was trying to bring them in. And the price points were pretty much 5K on just about everything, which for some people is a little high. So seeing you guys have quite a bit of flexibility, but still giving that quality that JVC is known for is a great thing. Now, are these all available right now?
They are available now, and I might also remind the viewers that you're not only buying a 4K camera, you switch the mode to this, and you have extremely high quality HD 422 at 50 megabits per second. It's first class HD as well. So this is an investment you're making not only for the future but for today also.
And again, it's small enough that it's flexible to use, professional enough that you could use any lens you need to use, and the quality again that JVC is known for, you know, second to none. We love being able to stop here again because we already know certain things we're upgrading with 5 new Buzz TVs coming online next month. I know 5 new cities that have to get outfitted with 4K stuff, and I'm pretty sure we're going this way. You know what we give you with the 3D, you'll see it soon with the 4K stuff. Dave, I really appreciate everything. This was a great day for us, but even more important for you guys because you see where you need to go. So for us, for JVC, Buzz TV, NAB 2015, guys, we're out of here. And remember, if it's not JVC, you've pretty much wasted your money. See ya.
What's left of me is just that.